I want to mute a pad, I just hit shift or hold shift and hit the pad. If I want to mute a bank, it's the same concept. I just hold down shift and tap the bank key, and that will mute the entire bank. Earlier, I spoke about duplicating a pattern. Then I should have went into pattern length, but I didn't. So I'm going to show you now. There is another way to change your pattern length. Let's see how many pages this pattern is. So we're going to hold shift, page right, and we see that this pattern is 2 pages. So you basically have 32 steps here. Let's change this from 32 steps to 16. So we're going to hold shift and go to last. You see 32 here. So we're going to scroll to 16, exit, and now this page or this pattern is only 1 page. Let's put it back to 2 pages. We're going to hold shift, last step, and we're going to turn the encoder wheel to 32. And now it's back to 2 pages. And that's how you can adjust your pattern length as well. You can preview your steps. So here, as you hit the pad, your steps will come up on the steps here. This is the kick. This is the snare. If you want to preview a step to know what a particular step is doing, while the P6 is stopped, you can hit record and you can scroll through your steps. And if you notice on the screen, it'll count down the steps or accelerate the steps. So here your step 27, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, etc., etc. And when you get to the step with the sound on it, it will sound. So here you have snare on step 21, snare on step 29, so on and so on. So let's talk about some of the volume options that you have per step. I'm going to add a kick here. In fact, let's change this, put this to 1 page, 16 steps. So now we have 16 steps. I'm going to add a step here. You see, I have that double kick there. So let's say I want to change that volume of the double kick. I'm going to hold that step and I'm going to hit the pad. And as I hit the pad, you'll see different levels. So here you have weak, medium, strong. Let's see what that sounds like while I'm doing it. Medium. Weak. You see, it just sounds a little cleaner now. Now it's back to strong. So if you want to adjust the volume of a step in 3 steps, weak, medium, or strong, you hold the step and hit the pad wherever the sound is, and you'll get that option. Now, while we're on the topic, you can also access the volume of a step with the granular key. So I'm going to play this and I'm going to adjust the volume of this step. And I'm going to do that by holding the step and hitting the granular key. I'm holding the step and here you'll see V. And now I can adjust the sound of that step. To adjust the timing of a step, it's the same concept. Let's mess around with the snare timing. So here, we're going to mess around with the first snare. We're going to hold the step, hit the granular key, and go to T for timing. Now let's shift this forward. Bring it back a little. And now I'm bringing it back really far, all the way to 50. So that's how you adjust the timing of a step, or you nudge your steps forward and backwards. You can also adjust the tuning of a step. So let's adjust the tune of this snare. I'm gonna hold the step, hit the granular key until you reach the end. Now you see it's on C4, so I'm gonna bring it down. I'm gonna hold the step and bring it up. Get the drift. We can also adjust the probability of a sound, whether we hear the sound or we don't hear the sound, and we adjust that the same way. We're gonna hold the step, granular, and we go to P for probability. Now it's at 100, so every time that step comes up, you're gonna hear the sound. But if you hold the step and you begin to adjust this, let's put it down to 30%. That sound will only come 30% of the time. Let's turn it down to 0. Now you won't hear it at all. If you want to mess with the probability, which is under the P setting, you hold down a step, press granular, and you go to P, and you can play around with the probability. You can also set ratchets in the granular menu. If you hold the step, we can go to ratchets and you'll see that hollow circle, that little hollow circle again. And if you play around with that, you can roll your sounds. And that's how you adjust your ratchets. You can do that with hi-hats, snares, anything your heart desires.